My crew's like, really? I'm always the one I come out like, oh my goodness, it's so cold in here. Because it usually is. All right. Okay, our crossbody, just from the preview, I knew you were gonna love this. As soon as I heard about this story, it's a KissLock Crossbody. It is the coolest style. It's like a 70s vintage throwback style. The bag is so incredibly deep. It is everything you could imagine, like in a bag that you, honestly, anyone I would see carrying this bag, me, I'd be like, oh my goodness, they spent thousands and thousands of dollars. I love that classic frame that you have in here. It's just unique. It's vintage inspired. It's that fabulous supple buttery leather that Patricia is so known for. Okay, colors that are available. We have the fox. We have this, whoopsie, sorry about that. And that one I can see has been filled up a little bit, so I'm gonna have to wait that. Okay, and I'll be able to open that up for you in a minute. Here is your cognac in the distressed. We have it in dark green in that distressed leather color. If you want this, every time we do this green distress, this dark green distressed color, it flies. I only have 4 dozen, that's it. So if you want that specific color, that one's gonna go very, very quickly. And of course, this is what we're calling smoke. Okay, so it's like a deep, almost, really can almost be mistaken as black. Okay, and we do have these adorable coin purses that are available for you, and that's gonna be coming up next. So you can attach it to your bag, or of course use it as your coin purse. It's a perfect little gift. They're $39, and they come in, you know, a precious, precious box. So first sneak peek, Patricia, anywhere else? This is $229. So we're so thrilled. This part is part of our big savings weekend where we're offering 5 flex payments on everything. That goes away at midnight tomorrow night. But we also have the free shipping happening. So, wow, how cool. Tell us the story behind. Have you ever done this silhouette before?
No, I haven't. I designed this last year. Of course, you know, it takes forever once I design something to get to the market. But this frame bag, I so remember these beat up old leather crossbody frame bags like this. They weren't as, you know, made as well as this. Right. They were pretty just kind of slapped together. But the concept I thought was so super cool, because that hardware frame, when it's hanging down upside down in front of that bag, it just looks so beautiful. It looks like like there's a metal trim on the bag. And so I started playing around with it. And I found that it really was a great functional crossbody. It's so easy to operate with that frame flap on there. It's a great shape when it's over it. I mean, it's just that perfect size. It's easy to get in that pocket underneath the frame and then on the back of the bag. So the functionality is just really perfect.
It is, and I got to show inside because this, Patricia, when you were explaining this to me, I'm like, first of all, I couldn't wait because when you said 70s vintage, like, totally unique, and I was like, all right, I have to see that, like reinventing that classic look. I flipped my lid when I came on the studio and I opened it up and I was like, you have got to be kidding me. So we go up to the top, the little KissLock here. Inside, this is where it's just so amazing. I'm gonna pull some things out, and this is not even like, I don't even wanna say a third of what I could put in here, but just to give you an idea, it went past my elbow. You have a little book, you have your, you know, Kindle, you could put a smaller, like an iPad in here. Of course, you have all the functionality that Patricia puts in all of her bags, full zipper all the way across, individual double pockets off to the side. So again, to protect your glasses, you can put your, you know, whatever it may be, your brushes, your receipts, whatever your toiletries, and there. So that here, let me do this one more time. That is what was so fascinating to me. Look at that, that's past my elbow. So we're gonna give you all the measurements off to the side. So even though it's sleek and it doesn't, you know, carry a huge footprint, almost has like an envelope feel and style to it, this is gonna hold. If you know, definitely stuff your bags, even with the extra functionality. Full zipper after you open up the snap, right? And then in the back, Check it out, same thing. And these, I love your zipper pockets, Patricia. It's not like, sometimes you'll see a pocket and they go down to like here, right?
Right.
No, look, you can see all the way down to the bottom.
Yes, it's important to me too that it's a big pocket. I mean, one that you can fully utilize and put whatever you want. The largest of phones, you know, your sunglass case, whatever it is. But it just has to be really a meaningful pocket. It just can't be like a little accent. We need for it to work for us. And so these do, whether it's the front that you maybe not use as frequently, and in the back, you know, maybe those things you want to grab out while the bag is always flapped down. You just have that flexibility to do that. If you're traveling, what a great place for your passport, your tickets, whatever it is. So this is a really fun bag that looks like $1 million. When I'm looking at it on the screen with that hardware across that leather is just gorgeous. That is the vintage distressed leather, and it's just so yummy. That full grain leather. You see how it takes that color. I mean, look at that fox. Look at that green. I mean, that green is just amazing. And I love the cognac. Of course, the cognac is classic. That's something that'll be your go-to bag all the time. But if you're a girl that likes a little red, you like green, that you couldn't find a more beautiful green bag or red bag. It looks just gorgeous.
And here's what's happening. Speaking of that green, I have, how many, Rocky? 30? 20. Okay, that's gonna be gone in a minute. This is beyond popular. I knew it. I felt the same way. I was like, this is the coolest crossbody ever. If you love vintage and style and inspired, and I know we're taking you back to the process and how these bags are made, and I'm so glad because everything, the detail, I mean, all the handcrafting detail, the quality of the leathers, the hardware. I mean, we were just walking through some of those processes, and you said, and which I think is so interesting, Patricia, it was a year ago that you worked on this bag. So to see it come to life, you know, like, oh, it's gotta be so rewarding.
It is. It is when I look at this because, you know, we've been doing this all absentee, so to speak. And so I'm not in the factories and I'm not there working with the tanneries every single time. And so to create the leather the way I dreamed it to be and the craftsmanship to, you know, still burn those edges good, have a single stitch machine, make sure that frame hardware is just second to none and that it's all screwed into the bag and held together the proper way. Even the clips that clip the strap onto the bag, you know, all those things are just super important. And, you know, a lot of people don't always use brass zippers, I mean, or metal zippers. They might use plastic ones. But for me, I just wanted this bag to be so elevated, but yet bring back that casual look and feel of this bag that was very popular in the 70s.
I know it. And you know, it's funny when you said that 70s look. And yes, they were usually in either like the cognac or tan color. And you're right, they weren't this quality, but they were always, you know, they're like the sack type of crossbody bags. Just this kind of beautiful silhouette. Definitely not with the functionality. No, not to say the least. But it's nice too that everything is right there. I mean, almost like a backpack when you open it up as far as size-wise, and easy, you know, that ease to getting to. You don't have to take it off your back and bring it around the front. But yes, roomy and sleek, great size. You can see it's not bulky whatsoever, but yet that full functionality, full zipper in the back where you can put your car keys, you can put your hand, you know, your phone or anything you want to grab without opening up the main compartment. And for travel, you know, how nice that even underneath of the full snap, you have another that's a zipper quality that we're talking about here. This is, you know, deep enough and roomy enough that you can put your plane tickets, you can put your full passport, your ID, or whatever you need without having to go into the main portion of the bag. This is the Fox. Let's go through some colors because we are extremely busy. This will be $229. Okay, so this is the great thing. Yes, you can find Patricia Nash in your high-end stores, but not the flex pay. A lot of times, not always, like in this case here, a featured price where, you know, we have it special because we're launching it at HSN. And then the opportunity to see it for yourself, get it home, make sure it's 100% what you want. Our return policy is 30 days, which is so easy. You can exchange, you can go ahead and get a refund. Green is now completely gone. Thank you, congratulations to you there. And then in terms of this, what we're calling smoke, Patricia, I'm gonna have you, because I said, it could be mistaken as a black.
Yes, you know, I really should have described it as a soft black. You know how black can really get harsh sometimes.
Yeah.
And I wanted a crossbody black bag that really looked cool, like that old bomber jacket maybe that you might have had in your closet that was your dad's or your boyfriend's or, you know, your husband's. But this is a very soft black. So it's almost a warm black.
Yeah, it is. That's a great way of, I'm not sure where the smoke came from, but yeah, warm black, like almost like a little bit of, yeah, warm black. That's perfect. That is the exact way to describe it. And that's one that's going to have all the silver hardware to it. So black, green's gone. What is next to go, Rocky? Okay, the black, or the smoke. Sorry about that. Okay, and then all of them are getting super, super limited. Of course, your cognac, that is your, you know, that's what Patsy's been showing you. I mean, that's that classic right there. We're also showcasing, I mean, just the depth of this bag at 9.5 inches in the height, 11 inches long. I mean, all the way across. I mean, you can see just full roominess and then functionality with the pockets and the zipper. And oh, here's the other thing I wanted to say. I'm gonna put this off to the side because maybe check and see if maybe the green, if you had your heart set on that, is on wait list, and you can go ahead and secure that featured price. Okay, it is, good. When you smell, you know, that's always my other favorite experience when I get a Patricia Nash bag is when I get the box at home, Patricia, and it's even before the touch, you know, then you touch it, you're like, oh, this is soft, this is gorgeous, buttery, delicious leather. It's that smell. Oh, yeah. When they brought these out, I was like, oh, there's that smell. I mean, the whole studio, it gets that wonderful leathery smell.
Yeah, I often say, I don't know what I love better, the taste of Italian food or the smell of Italian leather.
Yes, it's true. I like that. 777-591 is the item number. Brand new on the day today. And if you are in the ordering process, you can go ahead and search by item number. And you can just check out right now our newest, brand new silhouette with that true 70s vintage style where it was inspired by 777-591. Okay, so we mentioned little coin purses, and these make the best gifts. It's funny because when I think of a coin purse, I think of like